Okay, in this video I'm going to open up Torchmate CAD software, and as soon as it opens up here, click, and I'm just going to make a real, go through the process to how you make a toolpath. And so I'm just going to select a square here and draw a square, and if I want to change the dimensions I can come up here and I'm going to say 10 inches by 10 inches. Okay, and then if I click on this item, I want to come up here to arrange, and I want to hit connect path. If this was a more complex drawing, it would be kind of possibly broken up into more entities, so you got to hit connect path so it becomes all one entity. You probably already know that. Once it is all one entity, I would come up here to machine, hit machine, go down to create tool path, and I'm going to want to cut out a male piece. Hit the male, I go to lead in or out, and here I can select how I want it to lead in and out. I'm going to have it come in on a straight line, a length of a ½ an inch, and I want to have it at an angle of 90 degrees. And hit OK, and it's going to create the tool path. I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see it, and there, right there is my lead in down here at the bottom. Now I have two drawings. I have a tool path on top of the actual drawing, so I have to get rid of the drawing. I select it, come up to view, and hit show tool path. Turn that off. Now the tool path is hidden. I can click on the object, delete it, go back up to view, hit show tool path, and there's my tool path. There's my lead in. I can change the lead in if I want to by double clicking on the item. It brings up this edit window. This is my lead in function. I can click here, and now I can go over and put the lead in wherever I want. I'll stick it right there, hit OK. Now my lead in is moved to right there. Now I want to export this to the cutting software, so I'll come up here to File, go to Export, and here I'm just going to name it whatever I want, and I'll say 10 square. And then I have to select which file I'm going to put it in. I always put it in my torch files. I put all my cutting files in the same file so I know where to look for them. And I'll hit export, and now it's in the torch file folder. So I'm going to close out the CAD software. I'm going to go back into the cut software, come up to the top, hit file, come to import DXF in torch files, and I named it 10 square, so I'll just type in 10. There it is. I can select it, hit open. It wants to save it as a FGC file. And then here I have to select my parameters, my feed rate, depending upon the type of material. Up here I have written on the monitor some different feed rates and powers. Let's say we're going to cut it out of 1/4 inch. I need 60 power, height at 1 o'clock on the height controller, and a speed of 50. So I would select here and go 50. Now my feed right here at the top right, and then hit OK, and it's going to pull up my file, and at this point I'm ready to go. But now I have to go position the machine on the material. Once I've positioned it, I have to zero this out over here. I have to select the amperage at the plasma cutter, and then I'm ready to go. I would hit start function, and it would go ahead and cut the material. So your cheat sheet's right up here for a few things on 1/4 inch plate, 10 gauge, 16 gauge, 18 gauge. I know you guys are cutting even heavier stuff. When I did the demo on the 3/4 inch plate and I cut that circle, I was running it at a speed of 15. But you know, you'll just have to play with it to find what the optimum speeds are for whatever material you're using. If you have further questions, you can always give me a call, and hopefully I can help you out.